So the total number of students admitted in all the 5 categories of our schools comes to 1,230,588, meaning that each and every one of them who did their KCPE as a place in our secondary schools this year. In the placement, all countries who scored 400 marks and above were placed in national or extra-county schools of their choice. The special needs education candidates were also placed in the regular schools of their preference, while others were placed in special schools based on their disability categories on merit and choice. The ministry has applied affirmative action to achieve equity for children from the slum areas. In this year's selection, 270 students from slum areas were placed in national and extra-county schools of their choice. This is in addition to those placed through merit and other criteria. This intervention is in line with the government policy to achieve parity in education by considering the needy and vulnerable children in informal settlements in urban areas. For the first time, the ministry placed 9,019 runners from primary schools located in the refugee camps in public schools. This is in line with the 2017 Djibouti Declaration on Regional Refugee Education that stipulates the need to enhance the capacity of IGAD member states to implement commitments to quality education and learning for refugees and host communities. The following counties had inadequate capacities according to their candidature as indicated in the table. Nairobi County, number of schools that we have secondary are 109 secondary schools. The capacity to accommodate in those schools is 27,145. The number of candidates we had in the KCPE was 72,232, meaning that we have a deficit of 45,089. Kiribi County, we have a total of 164 secondary schools with a capacity of 31,258, and the KCPE candidates we had was 41,470, meaning we have a deficit of 10,212. Mombasa, we have a total number of 56 schools, and the capacity is 12,801, with a total number of candidates being 22,360, meaning we have a deficit of 9,559. Kajiado County, we have 95 secondary schools with a capacity of 20,640. The number of KCPE candidates were 25,605, and the deficit is 4,965. Turkana County, we have 63 secondary schools with a capacity of 12,096, and the candidates we had was 16,796 with a deficit of 4,700. Garissa County, we have 41 secondary schools with a candidature of with a capacity of 7,273. The candidature was 9,908. We have a deficit of 2,635. Kwara County, we have 104 secondary schools with a capacity of 22,633, and the number of candidates KCPE was 24,442 with a deficit of 1,809. Taita Taveta, we have 54 secondary schools with a capacity of 6,768. The total number we had of candidates was 8,477. We have a deficit of 1,709. Kitui County, we have 449 schools with a capacity of 41,184. The candidates we had was 42,262. We have a deficit of 1,078. Narok County, we have 171 schools. The capacity is 33,360. We have a number of candidates being 34,262. So we have a deficit of 902. Tana River, we have 38 secondary schools with a capacity of 5,232. We had a total of 6,035 candidates, so we have a deficit of 803. Baringo County, we have 176 schools with a capacity of 18,144. The number of candidates we had was 18,757. We have a deficit of 613. West Pokot, we have 185 secondary schools with a capacity of 16,178, and the number of candidates we had was 16,687. We have a deficit of 509. Ram County, we have 27 secondary schools with a capacity of 3,264, and the number of candidates was 3,760. We have a deficit of 496. To mitigate the shortfall in these 14 counties, candidates were placed in other counties with sufficient capacities. And mostly the neighboring counties where we have enough schools with infrastructure, meaning that even those counties that don't have adequate schools with adequate facilities, we have been able to cater for those students who were not able to get admission within their own counties. The above scenario can be considered an eye-opener to an underlying problem that calls for serious early redress in the work of CPC. It is against this background that I will take a personal initiative to consult with the leadership from these areas to address this perennial deficit in capacity. I will engage with the members of parliament and the county governors so that they know of this problem. They can be able to allocate resources from CDF so that we are able to have enough capacities as we move forward, such that they can be able to accommodate more students. During the selection process, it became clear that a large number of candidates did not receive proper guidance and direction when choosing schools. This resulted in some schools attracting far many applicants against their capacities. These schools include MATIANG'I School, which has a capacity of 768, attracted 153,078. Yeah, you can see we have only 768, and this time we have said no one will be able to go beyond the capacity as given by the ministry. This was the total number of applicants. Nanyuka High School had applicants 148,827. They can only accommodate 576. Nyandarua High School, the total number of applicants were 137,511, and they can only accommodate 240. Pangani Girls had 119,265. applicants, and they can only be able to accommodate 384. Maseno High School had 105,504, and they can only be able to accommodate 720. Alliance Girls High School had 104,765, and they can only be able to accommodate 384. Nakuru High School had a total of 103,909, and they can only be able to accommodate 336. Kapsabet Boys had a total of 99,542, and they can only be able to accommodate 384. Mangu High School, they have a capacity of 480, and the number of applicants was 98,146. Butere Girls High School, their total number of applicants was 95,550, and they can only be able to accommodate 768. I've taken the 10 top to indicate that there are schools where almost we get so many applicants, and yet the vacancies, the capacity for that school is so few. The results of the above means many candidates will not get their choices, and how to